stride. While 1998 may have been a disappointment overall, it also was a season to learn from, a season to build on, and a season that has the Pittsburgh Steelers eager to regain the look of a champion.
Football, you know what that is? Smarter, tougher, but relentless. I mean, get after him, get after him, get after him, get after him some more, have fun. Huh? 1, 2, 3, go.
On opening day, the Steelers shook off a slow start and eventually overpowered the Ravens. Cordell Stewart ran for one score and threw for another as Pittsburgh pulled away for the win. The following week, the Steelers' home opener came against the Chicago Bears, and Pittsburgh climbed aboard its favorite mode of transportation.
Get your bus pass. We're going for a ride today, baby.
The bus didn't make many stops this day, as Jerome Bettis rolled to 131 yards and a touchdown. And a Cordell Stewart scoring pass to Andre Coleman helped keep the Steelers ahead in the second half.
Fires for the goal line, caught on the second effort at the 3, into the end zone for the touchdown on a great grab.
In the final minute, however, it was up to the defense to protect a 5-point lead.
Under a minute counting at the 16. Play action fake. Kramer back, throws it, intercepted. Steelers have it. Cordell Lake coming forward to the 15, 20, 25, 30, and out of bounds.
The Steelers improved to 2-0 thanks to a game-saving play by the defense, as well as the big-time running of Jerome Bettis.
Told you the bus was gonna roll, baby. We rolling. We rolling.
In 1998, the bus rumbled to his third straight 1,000-yard season behind a new-look offensive line. Rookie first-round pick Alan Faneca joined the lineup and made a big impact as a starter late in the season. However, injuries hampered the line all year, and with tackle Justin Strelzik out much of the season, the team reshuffled a combination that included number 67, Jermaine Stevens, number 68, Brendan Stein, Will Wolford, and rookie Chris Conrad, all of whom were joined by one of the game's best blocking tight ends, number 87, Mark Bruner. Fullback John Whitman stepped in to become a dependable lead blocker. And through this year of transition, the one constant was the rock-solid man in the middle, all-pro center, Dermontti Dawson. The game's best center has now started 164 consecutive games and earned his 7th straight trip to the Pro Bowl.
Third Dawson, the all-world center, come over there, and he says, "You're out of this, buddy." He blocked him out of the play. The guy's teeth flew into the 5th row, and a bus seats cleat marks hung over his spine. Wear him down, baby. Wear him down.
To give to the bus, and he's got running room to the right. He turns the corner. He's at the 5. He walks into the end zone.
In week 4, the line paved the way for Bettis' 138 yards against the Seahawks.
The bus is cranked up and in gear.
Drive him, open. Drive him in the submission. Drive him in the ground. Come on, big old finish.
Get a touchdown right here, baby.
Second and goal from outside the 10. Pitch back to the left. Here comes Who's at the 10. Who's at the 5. And Chris Puamata-Malafala scores his first NFL touchdown.
While the offense controlled the game on the ground, the defense shut down Seattle's high-powered attack. The relentless Steelers defense forced 4 turnovers to secure the win over the previously unbeaten Seahawks.
Loose football. Steelers have it. And running with it. Chris Holm. He's at the 30, 25. And the Steeler defense comes up with a magnificent play.
With 3 hard-fought victories, the Steelers were now 3-1, heading into a well-deserved week off.
Not many people believed except you guys. It was a gutsy effort. A hell of a gutsy effort. And yes, we still have a long way to go. And yes, that's a good football team. And yes, who knows if you're not going to see them down the road. Be humble. Make sure that we understand exactly where we need to be. Enjoy the time off. I will see you guys Thursday morning at 9 o'clock.
Are you a sucker for misleading?
Their bye week ready to get on a mid-season roll. In Week 6 at Cincinnati, Richard Huntley scored his first NFL touchdown as the Steelers piled up more than 250 yards rushing. In the final seconds, however, the Steelers found themselves clinging to a 2-point lead.
The clock winds to 30 seconds. The Bengals can't stop it except to get out of bounds or throw an incomplete pass or spike the football. And that may be what O'Donnell's going to do right here. O'Donnell on first down, looks left, looks right, looks left, throws a timing pattern, and it's caught for the touchdown by Carl Pickens. The Steelers and their fans and their broadcast team are stunned.
1 week after the devastating defeat, the Steelers refocused against the Ravens.
We're coming to our house, man. We don't lose here. We play with a temperament, a tempo, and a determination to get this thing done. Let's go.
The Pittsburgh defense forced 5 turnovers and registered 7 sacks in keeping Baltimore out of the end zone.
Hey, good job keeping it contained. Good job, good job, good job, man.
Cordell Stewart's third quarter scoring pass was the game's only touchdown and put the Steelers ahead to stay. The following week, Bill Cowher's team continued its strong Monday night tradition, with the special teams setting the tone in Kansas City. In the first quarter, number 29 Lance Brown downed Josh Miller's punt at the 1-yard line. 3 plays later, Brown broke through to block a punt for the game's first score.
Big rush and it's blocked. It's in the end zone, and the Steelers have pounced on it in the end zone for a touchdown. Falling on the football is Fred McAfee.
The Steelers pulled out all the stops as rookie receiver Hines Ward completed his only pass of the season. Cordell Stewart matched his 1 catch with a touchdown pass that sealed the victory. The win improved the Steelers to 5-2, but this night of triumph for Cordell Stewart and his team came amidst a season of hard knocks for Pittsburgh's young quarterback.
White 29 set.
Stewart took his lumps while trying to learn the intricacies of being an NFL quarterback.
My fault, Mark. I thought I heard 1, just straight up 1, and I looked at the thing and said weak, and so I thought I heard you say 1. Okay. So that was my fault.
Give you the whole play.
Yes, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Stewart often seemed out of step, and after a stellar 1997 season, he suffered through a disappointing second year as a starter.
I think it's going to do nothing but make Cordell a stronger person. I think it's going to allow him to have now a greater appreciation and the proper perspective of what it takes to be successful in this league. It's consistency. It's doing it year in and year out. And I think he'll be a much stronger person because of the year of 1998.
Adjusting to new targets throughout the season, Stewart eventually found a go-to receiver in Courtney Hawkins, who led the Steelers with 66 catches, including a team record 14 in Week 9 against the Oilers. 1 week later, Stewart and the offense finally exploded on a Monday night against the Packers.
Let's go 1, 83 off curl. Ready? Green 90 set.
In perhaps his finest performance of the season, Stewart showed what he was capable of by leading his offense on 3 first-half touchdown drives.
Courtney Hawkins reverses back to the middle of the 20. Still on his feet at the 15, and he is tackled at the 12-yard line.
First down. Good job, Bo. Let's go 1 strong. 83 semi-wide hook. Ready? White 90. White 90.
Steelers third and 6 at the 8. Cordell is back. He looks. He fires out to the right. Wide open is Charles Johnson. And he dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The Steelers drive it 85 yards.
Did you like that drive? Good. That was perfect, wasn't it? That's the way it is. We're coming after them. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Out of the shotgun, a wraparound handoff, and here comes Boo, and he's into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown.
After thoroughly outplaying the Packers, the 6-3 Steelers were still looking very much like a championship contender. In a season of changes, some of the most consistent play came from the Steelers' special teams. John Fiala, Richard Huntley, and Orpheus Roy helped lead the charge, but perhaps the biggest impact was made by punter Josh Miller. Miller had his best season as he led the NFL with 34 punts inside the 20-yard line, several courtesy of number 86, Hines Ward. Ward also led the special teams with 20 unassisted tackles as he became one of the many big-time performers on Pittsburgh's big play special teams.
And this kickoff by Costello as a high one comes down at the 11, taken on the run by Dunn. 15, 20, 25, still on his feet at the 30, 35, 40. He's across the 45 and spun down. And a loose football picked up by a Steeler, and he's running up the sideline. And Chris Oldham, he's going for a Steeler touchdown.
No unit, however, made as big an impact with the Steelers as their tenacious defense.
They did nothing! Right now, put it on the line for your brother. Here we go. Let's go.
The Steelers once again got an all-pro caliber year from number 93 nose tackle Joel Steed, who set a career high in tackles and consistently overpowered opposing centers. Alongside Steed, number 76 Kevin Henry continued to become a force at defensive end. On the other side, veteran Nolan Harrison was hampered by injuries, and number 71 Orpheus Roy stepped in to fill his spot. At linebacker, Jason Gilden blossomed into a big play performer as he led the team with a career-high 11 sacks. Opposite Gilden, number 51 Carlos Emmons was solid in his first year as a starter. And on the inside, Pittsburgh was as strong as any team in football, as emerging star Earl Holmes grew more unstoppable as the season went on. Beside him was arguably the game's best inside linebacker, though he would never want you to know it.
Get that camera on my face. I ain't no glamour boy. Get that camera on my face. I ain't no superstar. So get that camera on my face. I'm not pretty. Don't have a personality. So get out of my face.
More grit than glitz, the blue-collar Levon Kirkland simply went about his business as the team's defensive leader and most valuable player, dropping into coverage as effectively as he stopped the run. Of course, most of the coverage was handled by Pittsburgh's opportunistic secondary.
He steps up, he fires a pass. It's picked off by Carnell Lake. He's at the 15, spins out of a tackle, goes to the 10, cuts it back to the left at the 6. He's going to go in for the Steeler touchdown.
The biggest plays came from free agent cornerback Dwayne Washington, who led the team with 5 interceptions.
He looks, he fires near sideline. It's picked off. And with the football running up the sideline is Dwayne Washington, and he's gone for the Steeler touchdown.
In a critical Week 12 showdown against division-leading Jacksonville, Washington had a career day. His first quarter interception return gave Pittsburgh a 7-0 lead, and the Steelers never looked back. Cordell Stewart had another solid outing, as he went his third straight game without an interception and completed 25 of 36 passes.
Back is Cordell, looks right. Timing pattern, end zone. It's a touchdown to Mark Bruner. He went up and battled the defender and pulled the football down.
In the fourth quarter, Dwayne Washington sealed the victory.
Back is Brunel. He fires a pass. Intercepted. Dwayne Washington is going to take off and go 35-40, 45-50. Pitch to the left side of the end zone. And this ball game is over.
So Dwayne Washington goes all the way for his second touchdown return today. The man is the man of the day.
And now the crowd is coming to life with a terrible foul.
The win pulled the 7-4 Steelers within a game of first place and kept the AFC Central title up for grabs. Cordell Stewart fired a scoring pass to Mark Bruner. Jerome Bettis powered the running game. And Dwayne Washington returned 2 interceptions for touchdowns as the Steelers defeated the Jaguars 30-15. Steelers' stretch run began on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit, where the defense limited Barry Sanders to just 33 yards on 20 carries, and Pittsburgh built a 10-point second-half lead.
He has time. He pumps, steps out of a sack, rolls right, gives ground, throws it, passes tipped into the air, caught by the Steelers, and into the end zone for the touchdown is Will Blackwell. Put it on the highlight film.
However, the lead soon disappeared, and it took a Norm Johnson field goal in the final seconds to send the game to sudden death. It was there, with the overtime coin toss, that the Steelers encountered the most bizarre moment of the season.
Heads. Call it plays in there. Heads is the call. He said heads. It is a tails.
Well, he said tails.
Bettis called tails, and he said to the guy, I called tails.
He did call tails. We heard it. Man,
I mean to tell you, that is weird.
The controversial coin toss gave the Lions the ball first in overtime, and they promptly drove to the winning field goal.
On its way. That kick is long, high, and good, and the Steelers' playoff hopes are in deep jeopardy.
The defeat sent the Steelers into a season-ending tailspin as they inexplicably dropped their last 5 games to finish out of the playoffs for the first time under Bill Cowher.
And the Steelers can't believe what's hit them. The Steelers' playoff hopes have just gone kaput. And here it is, a big loss to cap a real tough, disappointing, frustrating season. This was like a big helium balloon, and the helium just left.
You know, I think it's important that we take that experience, learn from it, build from it, and use it almost as a motivating tool as we enter into 1999.
In 1999, the Steelers will look to refocus and regroup on both sides of the ball.
Hey, line up. Let's go. Keep stalking all right. Watching the sky. And start quick out. Let's go.
Jim Haslett's defense will need to be as aggressive as ever and should be helped by the return of cornerback Chad Scott, who missed the entire '98 season with a knee injury. The secondary will also look for the development of young players like Deshae Townsend, Jason Simmons, and number 41 Lee Flowers, as well as the veteran experience of Dwayne Washington. On the other side of the ball, new offensive coordinator Kevin Gilbride should infuse new life into the Steelers' attack.
I think it's, you know, again, well documented, his rapport and his development that he's been a big part of with Warren Moon, with Mark Brunell. I think it's important that Cordell now is surrounded with a guy who has developed some very good quarterbacks, and I think Cordell's at a point in his career right now where I think that'll be a big part of his development.
0 strong, Z half fly. Right, 136 pack, ready? White 48, set!
Under Gilbride, the Steelers are looking for Cordell Stewart to once again display the consistency and big play ability that can make him one of the game's most electrifying performers. Stewart will once again be surrounded by a mix of experienced veterans and promising youngsters like second-year back Chris Fuamatu Maafala.
Dumps it right side, pulled in by Fu. He turns the corner. He's at the 25, the 20. Fu is gone for a Steeler touchdown.
Up front, number 65 guard Alan Faneca has become a solid addition to the line. And with more consistent blocking, Jerome Bettis should be as dangerous as ever. In all, the Pittsburgh Steelers have lived through and learned from 1998's season on the edge. And they are now looking to move forward to the challenges ahead. They are a proud organization with a proud tradition, ready to rededicate themselves toward taking that next step on a road to a championship. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network. Go.com.